What is up everybody, AJ here, back again with another video. So, I'll be checking out the latest trailer for Granblue Fantasy Relink Endless Ragnarok. And I believe this is the second trailer. And as a matter of fact, right, the thumbnail already showed me a very interesting character as a matter of fact. But unfortunately you can't see I tried to refresh the video as many times as possible, but it didn't show the thumbnail unfortunately, but never mind. Let's just jump right into the trailer and see what other character that will be available in Granblue Fantasy Relink. To think that Relink... Oh, shut up! That's FRAUX? That's FRAUX! Wait, they're bringing the Arkham series into Relink? Whoa, they're bringing the Arkham series into Relink? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that's a familiar character. The devil. That's FRAUX Akarum. Yeah, that character is very familiar. Wait. Is she one of the 6 dragons? Correct me if I'm wrong, I kind of forgot. There's so many going on. But yeah, as you can see, FRAUX is one of the Akarum evokers. Wait, is that Zawardo? Is that Zawardo? It is Zawardo! Heck! Oh my gosh, we're fighting against Zawardo from the Arkham series? And also, right, is she one of the 6 dragons? Correct me if I'm wrong, I kind of forgot. I was right! She's Fediel. Because I remember Fediel is one of the 6 dragons in the original game, man. Okay, so not only they brought in an evoker, an Arkham evoker into Granblue Relink, they brought in one of the 6 dragons in this game as well. Holy heck! Because well, that's interesting, which means in Granblue Relink there's gonna be way more new content, or should I say, Endless Ragnarok is going to have a lot more content compared to the vanilla version of Granblue Relink. But my biggest concern is, how does one recruit an Arkham evoker and one of the characters from the 6 Dragon series? I'm just kind of curious, because in the original Granblue game, right, the process of recruiting an Arkham evoker is a bloody nightmare. I ain't gonna lie to you. Where I'll try to explain it as simple as possible. Basically, you have to exchange items to get a 4-star version of a summon. I will use the devil as the example, considering the fact that they brought in FRAUX as one of the playable characters in Granblue Relink. So you collect items to get a 4-star version, or should I say a weaker version of a summon, in this case the devil, and then you collect more items or materials to upgrade it to a 5-star character, and then you collect more items to uncap it to level 200, and then you have to do some requirements in order to recruit the evoker that is that resonates with the summon. So you can pretty much tell that just by these steps alone, right, the amount of stuff that you need to do just to recruit one evoker is a nightmare. And just to throw it out, there's a total of 10 evoker in the original game. So it's kind of interesting that they put in FRAUX, which is the evoker for the devil, because just so you know, there is another evoker that is playable but in another game, and that is Nia. Nia is the evoker for Death. Death is one of the Arkham series summon, and I'm pretty sure she's the only other evoker available in any other outside of the mobile Granblue game. So it's interesting to see that FRAUX is a playable character in Granblue Relink. My concern is, how do I recruit FRAUX into the party? Because one of my biggest criticism with Granblue Relink is the way how some characters, particularly the Juten, which are Song and Seven, the process of recruiting these two characters is a bloody nightmare, even in Relink. The process of recruiting these two characters is already a nightmare enough in the original game, and the fact that they implemented that same or similar process of recruiting Song and Seven in Relink as well, I didn't really like that process, to be very honest. And I totally forgot what was the process of recruiting Centerphone, man, because I'm pretty sure Centerphone is free to obtain in the original game, and he has various versions in the game as well, and he can be obtained through gacha. So getting Centerphone is not that complicated compared to Relink. From what I understand, right, getting Centerphone in Relink is so time consuming because you have to get a tons of materials in order to recruit one character that is pretty OP, which comes to my biggest concern as to how does one recruit an Evoker series character in Granblue Relink, and how does one recruit a character from the Six Dragons series into Granblue Relink. That's my concern. I'm not worried about the gameplay. I'm just worried about how does one recruit the upcoming new characters, particularly the likes of Beatrix, the two boss characters that we fought in the vanilla, and then there's FRAUX, and then there's the one of the characters from the Six Dragons series. I'm just curious, how does these characters can be recruited? If it's an easy way, then sure. I just don't want these new playable characters, to be recruited in the most time-consuming, farming-heavy way possible. Because, may I remind you, the original Granblue Fantasy game, the amount of farming is so heavy. It's practically hell farming to the extent that you literally have no life at all. Like, I am not kidding you. I used to play the original version, or should I say the mobile version of Granblue Fantasy before. The farming is a goddamn nightmare to the extent I was like, I'm done with this game, man. Don't get me wrong, the character design in the game is very interesting. I like the character design to top it off, and the amount of Japanese voice actors in this game is absolutely insane. But the biggest issue with Granblue Fantasy in general is the farming. The amount of farming that you have to do in those games is hell, I would say. So I just hope that these new characters, I'm pretty sure recruiting Beatrix is gonna be as easy as how I recruited characters like Zeta, Vasaraga, and Fairy and whatnot. My biggest concern is how is the process of recruiting characters like FRAUX, Fediel, and possibly upcoming new Evoker series characters and characters from the Six Dragons series. That is my biggest concern. And with that being said, I think that's pretty much my reaction and thoughts to Granblue Fantasy Relink Endless Ragnarok, the second trailer as a matter of fact. I wonder what other new characters that are going to be playable in this game, because I do want to check this game out though, because I legit had fun with the vanilla version of Granblue Fantasy Relink. But like I said, my biggest criticism is sometimes is the post-game section, where you have to do a tonsload of farming in order to recruit the Jutens. I forgot the English names. The 2 of the 10 Jutens, which are Song and Servant. And also, let's not forget about the process of recruiting Sanderphone as well, which is a complete nightmare. So I hope they do something about it, so that, because I really want to try these characters, man. I really do. Anyway, I think that's pretty much my reaction and thoughts to the second trailer for Granblue Fantasy Relink Endless Ragnarok. Thank you guys for watching my reaction. If you guys like this up, I do appreciate a thumbs up and a comment down below. Also, if you guys want to check out more stuff on this channel, please do feel free to hit the subscribe button down below. And don't forget to hit the bell notification so that you will be notified when I will drop my next video. And as a matter of fact, right, you know what? I'll do you guys a favor. I will drop my playthrough of the vanilla version of Granblue Fantasy Relink at the end of the video, so feel free to check my playthrough out. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and edit my reaction and upload it on YouTube as soon as possible, because I have a lot of videos that needs to be edited behind the scenes, so that's that. Anyway, my name is AJ, hope you have a good one, and I will see you guys in the next video.